You're watching Times Now. Good morning, India. My name is Pranesh. With me is my colleague Pratibha Chandran. Pratibha, we are talking about West Bengal, the state that the BJP aims to win the first time, and Mamata Banerjee aims to win the state for fourth consecutive time. Think of the prospects there.
Yes, and it's a fight that has seen some of the biggest stars of the TMC come out and accused everything from the central agencies to the election commission. And there have been central agencies deployed this time. This is the most crucial phase, one phase where the TMC has performed exceptionally well in the 2021 elections versus what will it be this time around? That's the question. But as we begin, early in the morning as well, West Bengal's electoral battle once again being marred by some violence after we saw stone pelting in phase one, scuffles and allegations of intimidation. Again in the morning as well, we saw some violence that broke out early in the morning as voters went out to cast their vote.
And we have some breaking inputs coming in. This is coming in from Nadia, phase 2 marred by violence. Remember, there had been at least 4 incidents of violence in first phase. But that was under control because of the deployment of the central forces. Now as the voting begins in phase 2, tensions flaring during voting. First pictures of this BJP poll agent, we have been told, who was attacked by, we don't know who attacked him, but look at the pictures. Blood all over his face and the shirt that he has. This is, like I said in the beginning, not very good to look at. This is not what democracy is all about. You can have a fiercely contested campaign like we've seen, but there is no place or space for violence at all. Ridhita is now joining us for more on this, as are our other reporters. Ridhita, take it away.
Well, absolutely, the visuals that our viewers see on the screen is a very bloody picture, and you get to understand the kind of violence that was observed in the first phase of election. That was kind of a little speculated. It was all overthrown and it was not that much noticeable. But however, as phase 2 comes in focus, we were aware of these very sensitive areas, and already pre-poll violence have begun in the very area. As we were rightly speaking about the Hatra incident of the Chapra Assembly in the in the 53 number booth, the BJP agent Musharraf Hussain, he was beaten up badly. As claims now run in, it can be the ISF workers who have attacked on him, and after which he sat there, and as of now no reports has been taken of the very matter, but quick the QRT team has already reached the area. Musharraf Hussain has been removed from that area, but no response as of now from the team has been coming. So but that is the pre-poll violence that has already begun in Bengal. Apart from the Nadia, we also hear of violence that have been taking place last night in the South Chowbish Parganas Bhangor area. Now getting into understanding that prior 2 days early, 79 crude bombs were seized from the area. In 2021 also, we have seen how people were heckled with pistols on their chest. Women were beaten up with bamboo sticks, and these are the prone areas, sensitive prone areas, where we see heavy deployment of the CRPF officers also as well today. Given to North Damdam constituency, given to Bhangor, given to Jogodal. Day before yesterday, we have also noticed such kind of incident in Jogodal, where the BJP candidate himself was brought into this tussle, where we had seen that Arjun Singh getting...
There is an unprecedented security cover, Prats, and everything is justified because of the bloody past in the state. And by that, I mean there have been several instances of bloodshed during polls, post polls. It's a matter of record.
Absolutely, and West Bengal has had a very disturbing history of violence being reported not just during polling, but as we remember in the 2021 elections, after polling as well, violence that broke out. And this time there has been unprecedented deployment of the security forces in West Bengal, and the TMC has claimed that this is an intimidation tactic. Now let's take a look at the kind of deployment that has been put in place across Bengal. 2.4 lakh CAPF personnel have been deployed across the state, with 2,407 companies of CAPF being deployed for phase 1. Similar story in phase 2 as well, where over 2,321 companies of CAPF have been deployed. An issue that the TMC has raked up, saying this is encroachment of the state economy, autonomy. They have raised questions on why central agencies need to be deployed. But the BJP has spoken about the track record that West Bengal has seen previously on the number of incidents of violence that have been reported previously during the polling, after polling as well, saying that this is required for free and fair polls.
Okay, we have a post by Amit Shah, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who's still in Bengal, has campaigned the length and breadth of the state, really, has appealed to the voters to come out in large numbers and has called for record turnout in phase 2 also. Shekhar Iyer also joining our broadcast. Mr. Iyer, after the end of phase 1 and the record turnout, Amit Shah said, look, of the 152 seats, the BJP is winning 110. What do you make of that, and how do you see the contest in phase 2?
No, in fact, the BJP was surprised by the turnout, I would say, because this election, is all about not just Mamata or no Mamata. This is also an election.
Mr. Iyer, I'm really sorry to interrupt, because the person who's joining us live is the one who was attacked early morning. We have him live. अगर आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है, क्या आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं?
हाँ, सुन पा रहा है
जी। आपका नाम क्या है?
देखिए, मैं कैंडिडेट हूँ 82 चापड़ा असेंबली का, भाजपा का, और मेरा साथ है मुशर्रफ मीर, जिसको अटैक हुआ है सुबह। वो कंप्लेन किया हॉस्पिटल में, कंप्लेन करके फिर हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट हो रहा है। ठीक है, आ रहा है सर। तो ये मुशर्रफ मीर है, इसको सुबह 5:30-6 बजे टीएमसी का जो यहाँ के कैंडिडेट है, वो कैंडिडेट का नाम है जेवेद शेख, और वो क्रिमिनल का हेड, वो इलेक्शन कमीशन उसको दागी भी अनाउंस किया है। उसका क्रिमिनल वाले जो है वही ये काम किया है सुबह।
तो इससे पहले भी क्या इनको कोई धमकी मिल रही थी? क्या वहां पे धक्का मुक्की हुई कि अचानक लोग आए और इनके साथ ऐसा हो गया?
बोलो। ये पहले से ही ऐसे हो रहा था, कल रात को भी हुआ। तो कल रात को भी हुआ। ठीक है, तो हम बोला है इसके लिए।
आप उनको बोलिए हमसे बात करने, वो बांग्ला में बोल सकते हैं, आप वो ट्रांसलेट कर दीजिएगा हमारे लिए।
গতকাল রাত থেকে আমাদের হাটরা গ্রামে ওরা প্রচুর ধমকি যে ভোটের পর ডেকে নেবো, মেরে দেবো, হ্যাঁ, ভোট দিতে হয় তৃণমূলকে, হ্যাঁ, এই সারা রাত করে বেরিয়েছে। সকালে আমি বিজেপির এজেন্ট, আমি বুথ এজেন্ট দিতে যাচ্ছিলাম, এবং আইএসএফ 5-4 জন ছিল এজেন্ট, আমাদের প্রচুর অ্যাটাক করে, মারধর করে। হ্যাঁ, ফুলবাড়ি
तो क्या वहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी थी वहाँ पर? आपको हमारी आवाज आ रही है?
Okay, it's yeah, the person in frame right now is the BJP candidate there, and अगर आप हमारी आवाज सुन रहे हैं, क्या आप ट्रांसलेट कर सकते हैं ये क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं?
सुबह 5:40 to 6, तो 6 बजे 5:40 6 बजे वो जा रहा था ये के लिए, आपका क्या बूथ एजेंट के लिए। तो बूथ में उसके समय वो आप उसको नहीं, आईएसएफ का भी एजेंट भी थे, उसको भी पीटा, और इसको बंदूक से पीछे से रॉड से उसको मातो 6 सिलाई उसको माथे पे
6 स्टिचेस आए हैं।
तो हाँ,
6 स्टिचेस आए हैं जी।
6 स्टिचेस आए। ठीक है, और ये है कंप्लेन, ये कंप्लेन को किया अभी। ठीक है,
क्या लिखा है कंप्लेन में? मैं आपसे इसीलिए पूछ रहा हूं क्योंकि टीएमसी का यह कहना है कि सेंट्रल फोर्सेस इतने ज्यादा लगा दिया है बीजेपी ने, वो वोटर्स को डराने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
ये तो बूथ में 100 मीटर्स पे नहीं हुआ, ये 100 मीटर्स के बाहर हुआ। जब वो 100 मीटर्स में घुसने के लिए जा रहा था, बूथ कंपाउंड में ढूंढ रहा था, तो रास्ते पे हुआ। और ये लोग को तो प्लानिंग हो रहा है कि रास्ते पे ये करके वोटर को कल रात को ये जो वोटर टीएमसी को वोट देने नहीं देंगे, और ये पे उसको धमकाया चमकाया कल। और देखिए जो माइनॉरिटी बहुत बात करता है, माइनॉरिटी को पिटा, और माइनॉरिटी का ये कैंडिडेट है टीएमसी का, ये है उसका माइनॉरिटी के ऊपर इस बढ़ता हो टीएमसी।
ये जो आपके साथ है मोशरफ हुसैन नाम है उनका, जिनको चोट आई है, 6 स्टिचेस लगे हैं, क्या इन्होंने आइडेंटिफाई किया ये कौन लोग थे टीएमसी के?
ये सब आइडेंटिफाई किया है सब, और इसको नाम भी सब दिया है। अभी पुलिस ऑफिसर आया है, पुलिस ऑफिशियल को ये ब्रीफ कर रहा है।
आप एक बार पढ़ के सुना दीजिए कंप्लेंट में क्या लिखा हुआ है।
एक मिनट। ये लिखा है कि वो लोग नाम दिया 20, 17, 18, 19 लोग है, 19 और 19 लोग का नाम दिया है। उसका ऊपर अटैक हुआ है रॉड को लेकर, बंदूक को लेकर, ये पूरा लिखकर वो दे दिया।
ओके, आप प्राज, डू यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन?
नो, तो आप बता रहे हैं कि अभी ये 5:30 से 6 बजे के बीच हुआ, तो फिर वो जब पोलिंग बूथ की तरफ वो जा रहे थे उसी समय उन पे अटैक हो गया, कि पहले से ही उनके ऊपर धमकी थी, और आज जब वो सुबह घर से निकले तब उन पे अटैक हो गया?
काल रात से ही धमकी चल रहा है। काल रात से ही धमकी चल रहा है, और धमकी चलने के बाद काल रात को भी हम बोल दिया था कि ये जो मुफीदुल है, जो जिसके लीड में हुआ है, ये काल रात से ही काम कर रहा है। एक कुछ दिन पहले से ही एक झमेला हो गया था, तो ये बात है। तो अभी देखने के वाला है कि पुलिस को मैं बोल दिया कि 1 घंटे के अंदर उसको पकड़ना चाहिए, उसको पकड़ के उसको जो है उसको पकड़ना चाहिए, और टोटल छापड़ा में 100 पर ऐसा बढ़ता हो, कोई धमकानी चमकानी नहीं चलेगा, ऐसा वोट चाहिए मुझको।
क्या आपको और जगहों से भी ऐसी खबर आ रही है कि ऐसी घटना हुई है क्या?
अभी खबर आया है 20 नंबर बूथ पे वो 100 मीटर के बाहर जमायत हो रहा है। मैं इलेक्शन कमीशन को बोला है एक्शन को लेकर, क्योंकि कोई जमायत नहीं चलेगा, अपने हर आदमी को वोट देने के लिए बात होगा। ठीक है, थैंक यू। मैं थोड़ा
Please stay safe. Yes, we won't take much of your time. That was the BJP polling agent who was attacked allegedly by the TMC. 19 people have been named in the complaint. Mr. Iyer, you were making a point, but before that we have first pictures of Mamta Banerjee, who's out early morning, inspecting preparations. She was seen with Firhad Hakim at Chetla. Chetla is a residential neighborhood in South Kolkata. We'll play out those pictures while you make your point, Mr. Iyer. Go ahead.
Well, even this very incident proves what has been the apprehension of opposition in Bengal, particularly, intimidation and fear. The fear, that's why I said this election is also about fear versus anger. Are people able to overcome fear? While Mamata Banerjee keeps saying this election is about expressing anger towards the center and the BJP for SIR, for denial of funds, etc., etc. But this has been the tactics for the last, not just under Mamata's rule. It was previously Mamata used to say that the left adopted the same tactics. And the idea is to prevent those who are opposed to Trinamool from coming to vote. Though in this particular case, it is the Indian Secular Front, which is a clergy-led party which made its mark in 2021. And it is also fighting both Trinamool also. Trinamool, they are basically anti-Mamata group also. But fear, inducing fear as a way to prevent voters to come out has been the tool which has seen before. That's why all these arrangements, more such, and this particular phase is about, challenging the Trinamool.
Can I ask you something, gentlemen? Shekhar Iyer, Rajagopalan, between the both of you, you've seen and analyzed so many elections. When you see first pictures of the Chief Minister, someone who's, looking for a 4th consecutive term and is up against a formidable BJP, just going by the body language, do you have a comment, Mr. Rajagopalan?
Mamata Banerjee is very terrified. Her facial expression and body language also tell that she is frustrated. And she did not come to Delhi for the last 1 year. She was camping in Kolkata or West Bengal. That also shows that, mercurial Mamata Banerjee is now softened, and she is
Mr. Rajagopalan, that also shows that she is invested in her state. Why should she be in Delhi?
Yes, it's both sides. It will work both sides. The knife has got both edges. Apart from that, the transfer of power of Mamata Banerjee to Abhishek Banerjee is being opposed by the seniors, like Sugata Roy and Sudeep Bandyopadhyay, like that. So there is a transformation taking place in Trinamool. There are more Raghav Chaddas in Trinamool. You wait and watch after the May 4th, they will come out.
But Mr. Iyer, do you believe the same? Because you have Mamata Banerjee here, she's putting up quite a fight, and we spoke about the outsider battle, and that's how Mamata Banerjee has shaped it as well. For a chief minister who has been in power for 3 terms, she is also somebody who is quite a challenge for the BJP. Despite this being her attempt at the 4th time chief minister, it's not turned out very easy for the BJP. What are the biggest challenges for the BJP in West Bengal, considering a chief minister like Mamata Banerjee, who has shaped this entire election to be about Bengal Asmita versus an outsider battle?
No doubt, Pratibha, you are absolutely right. And this particular phase, where 142 constituencies are seeing polling today, of that 123 are with Trinamool. And this is one area where Mamata will, is expected to have a 80-90% strike. So this is one area where she's counting a lot. We have already seen what happened in the first phase. And our entire fear is not so much about losing power, but to see BJP's tally go up. Because she knows if the BJP tally were to cross from 77 to 110 or something, despite her getting a majority but a reduced number, she knows she is going to head a very, very unstable term, because there are problems within Trinamool. Not just the generational problem. A lot of places it is Trinamool versus Trinamool. And also Didi that, her supporters project, and the Didi who has been at the helm of affairs for the last 15 years. See, there is nothing new you're going to see under Mamata under the 4th term. This will be continuation of that. I mean, more of welfare programs and more of political domination. That is why what Mamata is worried is the presence of central forces could actually allow the voters who are against her to come out and vote. That is the fear, because the tactics has been create enough violence so those do not dare. And also, as we heard during the beginning of the broadcast, that West Bengal has always seen pre-poll violence, poll violence and post-poll violence. That is the most thing that every voter fears. Because already yesterday we saw in some places, in first phase, Trinamool workers...
All right, stay with us. We have, more breaking news coming in, Pratibha. Derek O'Brien, TMC leader, Derek O'Brien has now weighed in. This is the war of rhetoric in West Bengal. And
with the TMC upping the ante against the BJP, the TMC leader Derek O'Brien, Pranesh, throwing an open challenge to Prime Minister Narendra Modi over the poll claims. He has dared the Prime Minister to resign after the 4th of May if the BJP fails to win.
This is not the first time that he said so, but coming as it does on polling as the polling begins. Let's, in fact, listen in to what he said.
नरेंद्र, आपने अनाउंस किया था बंगाल की सभी 294 सीट्स पर आप ही कैंडिडेट हैं। बड़ी बड़ी बात छोड़िए, ये चैलेंज स्वीकार कीजिए। 4 मई को जब ममता बनर्जी और टीएमसी बंगाल जीतेंगे, प्रधानमंत्री पद से रेजिग्नेशन दीजिए। है दम?
Spare a thought also for the language. Derek O'Brien saying, Narendra, you had said that you are the candidate across all 294 seats. When the results come on May 4th, will you resign? He's turned it into a referendum. Now, I'm not sure about the results. It can, go either ways. No one knows. But Mr. Shekhar Iyer, Mr. Raja Gopalan and Pratibha, it'll be, not a surprise if the TMC leaders, including the person that you just heard, starts talking about vote chori, blaming the SIR, the CEC, etc., on result day or even after exit poll. Who knows? We'll have to take a short break, perhaps. Lots more lined up as we build up to the exit polls this evening.